And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. A perfect counter shot. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Do you believe this? It is a sunny and hot day, and yes, we're outside, Johnny. No air conditioning, or air con, as you say in the UK.
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do we train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but watch when the rounds roll on.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. It's all offense all the time. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round? And there's the bell for round two. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nice counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round.
Big deep.
And there's the bell for round three. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
These two were made for each other. scores with the counter. That jab misses. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Those counter punches have to hurt. That jab misses. Berlanga crumbles to the canvas.
Is he out? Is he going to move? Is there a twitch? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's still on the fight.
Let's talk about Edgar Berlanga in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
I love the response.
There's the bell for round 4. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Nice counter. It's all offense all the time. Beautiful counter punch. The perfect counter lands. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Hold it right there. Berlanga's in trouble. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Come on. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. When are we going to see a jab from these two? One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Straight right just misses. Well done with that counter shot. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Good counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special.
Go out in the first minute. Stick him on the end of the...
Let's start the 6. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes just so as to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
And that hook misses. Blocks the jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He threw a punch and just got countered. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Good counter punching. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Back together.
And there's the bell to start round 7. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Solid punch. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That counter shot lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We wanted action, and they are delivering. That counter punch caught him clean. That jab doesn't score. Failing to score with that right hook. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round.
Need you to switch back on.
Round 8, and we're off again. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a lick it because you've got to get some before you get him close.
These punches coming from every angle. Both men step back for just a moment. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I go to the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Good defense there with that left hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. The 3 judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
This is the last